she didn't have an easy life. She had DID, which became extreme in the end, and dementia, and my father died when I was a baby from starvation because he had psychotic depression, and he starved himself to death, which I'm sure is just as pleasant as that sounds. And then there's my brother. My older brother had schizophrenia, and when he was 16, he hanged himself in my mother's bedroom. And of course, his suicide note went to her, accusing her of putting people inside of him. So, that was her life. And then she came to live with us in the end before hospice. We weren't really talking before that. I mean, we were, then we weren't. She is so manipulative, which is why my husband enforced a no contact rule, which lasted until I got pregnant with my daughter. I didn't let her anywhere near me when I had my son, which is why I gave her my daughter, who she immediately stabbed her hooks into. And I just felt guilty again. Guilty again. And then she got sick. Not that she was my mom in the end, not that she would ever feel guilty. And I just don't want to put that kind of pressure on my family anymore. I don't know if they could provide that kind of support. And I just feel like it's all ruined. And I'm to blame. And it's not that I'm to blame, but I am blamed.
Last night, I had a dream. I found myself in a desert called Cyberland. Oh, it was hot. My canteen had sprung a leak and I was thirsty. And out of the abyss walked a cow, Elsie. I asked if she had anything to drink, and she said, I'm forbidden to produce milk. In Cyberland, we only drink Diet Coke, she said. Only thing to do is jump over the moon. They tore everything real down, like barns and troughs and performance spaces, and replaced them all with lies and rules and virtual life. But there is a way out. Leap of faith, ooh. Only thing to do is jump over the moon. I gotta get out of here. It's like I'm being tied to the hood of a yellow rental truck, being packed in with fertilizer and fuel oil. Packed in a truck with like a suicidal Mickey Mouse. I gotta find a way to jump over the moon. Only thing to do is jump over the moon. Then a little bulldog entered. His name, we have learned, was Benny. And although he once had principles, he abandoned them to live as a lapdog to a wealthy daughter of the Revolution. 1, 2, 3, that's bull, he said. Ever since that cat took up the fiddle, that cow's been jumpy. The dish and the spoon were evicted from the table and eloped. She's had trouble with that milk and the moon ever since. Maybe it's a female thing. 'Cause who'd want to leave Cyberland anyway? Walls ain't so bad. The dish and the spoon, for instance, they were down on their luck. They come a knocking on my doghouse door, and I said, Not in my backyard utensils. Go back to China. The only way out is up, Elsie whispered. A leap of faith. Still thirsty? Parched. And I lowered myself beneath her and held my mouth to her swollen udder and sucked the sweetest milk I have ever tasted. Climb on board, she said. And as the harvest moon rose over Cyberland, she reared back, sprang into a gallop, leaping out of orbit. I awoke singing, leap of faith, ooh. Only thing to do is jump over the moon, over the moon. Moo with me. Moo with me. Come on. Moo with me. Moo. 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 Moo!
I have been taking care of my mother since she was diagnosed with cancer. I've been watching this strong, fierce, loving woman turn into a wisp of a human being. She's taught me so much about life, about how to not settle for anything less. And I hate how this fucking disease is taking my best friend away. And now I have to be strong for her. "80 years. An old lady now. Sitting on the front porch, watching the clouds roll by, they remind her of her lover and how he left her. And of times long ago when she used colored carelessly, painted his portrait 1,000 times, or maybe just his smile. Her and her canvas would follow him wherever they would go, 'cause they were painters and they had painted themselves a lovely world. Oiled streaked daisies covered the living room walls. He put watered colored roses in her hair. He said, "Love, I love you. I want to give you the mountains, the sunshine, the sunsets too. I just want to give you a world as beautiful as you are to me. 'Cause I'm a painter, I want to paint you in a lovely way." So they sat down and made a drawing of their love. They made it an art to live by. Painted every passion, every home, created every beautiful child. And in winter they were weavers of warmth. In summer they were carpenters of love. They thought blueprints were too sad, so they made them yellow. They were painters and they had painted themselves a lovely world. And then one day the rain fell as thick as black oil. And in her heart she knew something was wrong. She went running through the orchard screaming, "No, God, don't take him from me. But by the time she got there, she feared he already had gone. She got to where he lay, water-colored roses in his hands for her. She threw them down, screaming, "Damn you, man, don't leave me! With nothing left behind but these cold paintings, these cold portraits to remind me." And he said, "Love, I leave, but only a little. This world holds me still. My body may die now, but these paintings are real. Love, I leave, but only a little. Try to understand. I put my soul in this life we've created with these 4 hands." La-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da. So many seasons came and many seasons went, and many times she see her love's face, watering the flowers, talking to the trees, and singing to his children. And when the wind blew, she knew he was listening and always seemed to laugh along, and always seemed to hold her when she was crying. 'Cause they were painters and they had painted themselves a lovely world. Yes, they were painters and they had painted themselves a lovely